What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Body beat down here on this Sunday late morning, 11:35 a.m. Figured I'd get out and get a walk in. Got a couple things to talk about. So, if you go back and look at my channel, you will see, I don't know what you'll see. You'll see this week I did a lot of shorts, not a lot of normal longer videos like this one. This will be a little longer video. And just so you know, yes, I'm enjoying it. Far better than wasting time with multiple long videos throughout the week. And some traffic has slowed down, but at least the views on those shorts are more than what I would normally get on my longer videos. And that's my goal, is to at least get people to see what can be done. So yeah, you know, some engagement has faded, but that happens over time. The social media game is just that. It's a game, I guess. So, as long as we get some views and spread some positivity out there and maybe change some lives for the better, that's the goal. So, I guess we'll lead right into next week, which is tomorrow. Technically for me, Monday starts the week, not Sunday. I don't know who did all that mess. Monday's the first day of the week. That's how we roll. So, we are on fall break this whole next week. So, I'm considering not working out, no weights, no nothing. Giving myself some much needed time to let my body maybe rest up. Because I go minimum 5 days. And sometimes I might do something 6 or 7 days. It just depends. So, I'm not much on taking time off, but I'm gonna maybe try and make myself do it. I'll make the executive decision tomorrow on how I feel. That don't mean I won't do anything. I can still walk. Obviously, I'm gonna do my morning spins on the bike and may even go for a bike ride or two. I can always work out with the tire and hit the heavy bag, stuff like that. But kind of slow it down and give myself a little time to maybe heal up. Maybe. So that's the plans. We'll see. Hi, Shadow. How you doing? So, now, let's move on to bodybuilding and the Mr. Olympia. It happened this weekend. Not totally happy with all the outcomes. Let's start with men's 212 division. It was really between Keon Pierce and Sean P. Diddy Combs. I don't remember. Sean, whatever his dang name is. Sean? Anyway, any other time I'd remember his name. Anyway, 212, the rightful person won, and that's Keon. He's got the better structure. Sean, he looks like his body's falling apart. He has some conditioning going on, but his body just looks weird and lumpy, and maybe like he has a bunch of oil injections and things going on of that sort. Why can't I remember his last name? Anyway, and I'm not even a fan of Keon, but definitely 100% look better. So happy for him, and not to downplay any of the other guys. They all did good. Now let's go to men's classic division. Of course, with Chris Bumstead out of the picture, it was open. All the controversy around it with the measuring of the competitors' height and their weight. A bunch of crap. And unfortunately, I think that played a part on the winner, who is Ramon Dino. Seems like a decent guy. I've been following him for a few years now. And, but Mike Summerfield kills him. Mike Summerfield has a far more classic physique than Ramon Dino. Looked far better. Far. Not even close. Sean Clarita. That was his name. That's his name. Sean Clarita. 212. Thank you, Mike. You're good. Sean Clarita came in second. Anyway, still back with classic. So, if you follow bodybuilding, if you follow what's happened, lots of controversy over the way they weigh people and measure people. For classic, you have to fit in to certain weight classes and heights and all that. Your height depends on how much you can weigh. So, all the controversy around that, I think, messed with Mike's placings. And he kind of handled it kind of wrong, kind of weird. Made some weird interviews and just weird comments and stuff. So I think that kind of hurt him. He should have just said, hey, it's been brought to my attention that the IFBB people in charge did this incorrectly. I had nothing to do with it. That was on them. I'm going to bring the best that I can, do the best I can to make my height and my weigh-in and all that, and left it at that. But there was he did some weird stuff, and I just think that hurt his placing. But he should have won easily. Ramon, in my humble opinion, needs to go to open class, the big boys. And think he'd do better there. Whew. So there's 212 and Classic. Now let's go to the Open division. This is where things get a little interesting, I guess. So the reigning Olympia champion coming into this was Samson Dauda. And I've never been a huge fan of his physique. Conditioning, his back looks like a classic guy's back, and the back double bicep. In his lat spread, both front and rear, he looks good. But it's always that back double bicep where he just thins out and looks way off. Plus his conditioning has never been perfect. And when he tries to get really conditioned, he loses all that size. So, having said that, he has a beautiful physique. I just don't like those couple of things. So then you have Derek Lunsford, Puke, that has won Olympia. He came back. Hadi Choopan, he came back. He's a former Mr. Olympia. You got Nick Walker, who's missed the last couple of Olympias and was trying to make come back in with a force. You have Andrew Jack, Martin Fitzwater, etc., etc. Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's Nick Walker. I won't even mention Samsa, even though he's the reigning Olympia champion. Coming into this one, let's talk Nick Walker. What the heck happened? Man, he was off. God, that pisses me off. I wanted it to be between him and Hadi. I was rooting for Derek because he's kind of the underdog after missing 2 Olympias. Plus, some of the harsh remarks that are made to him by Bob Ciccarello, the announcer, kind of being a pompous jerk. And Derek Lunsford also kind of making comments and things, and plus seeing Derek, or hearing Derek's kind of behind the scenes talking that he didn't know was being videoed at the time. He's a little golden pony. We'll get on to Derek's issues other than that in a minute. But Nick, oh, I was so disappointed. And I know he is too. I mean, he wasn't even in the top 3 or 4. I think he was 5, 6. I think he came in 6th. God, maybe 6th or 7th. I done forgot. I think 6th. I think Martin Fitzwater. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, I don't know. I think Martin came in 5th. And Nick maybe came in 7th. So Nick got beat by all of them. By everyone. Oh, it makes me upset. I wanted him to rub it in both Bob's face and Derek's. That didn't happen. Nick, whatever's happening, I hope it gets figured out. Anyway, on to Derek Lunsford. Listen, the guy looks phenomenal from the back. He really does. I mean, his back shots are up there with the best of all time, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But his flaws from the front are just hard to ignore. He has something weird going on with his chest. He has something weird going on with his biceps. They're flat, there's no separation. Odd looking, looks like they're pumped with water or air or something. I don't know. Just really weird. And in a lot of the ab shots, his abs look weird and kind of washed out. Plus, again, I just don't like him. He's just kind of one of those little smug, goody two-shoe wannabe kind of people. And, I don't want to take nothing from him. I think he did come back this year improved. But I still wanted Hottie or Nick. Hottie, he's a little older, I think, maybe, than Derek. And he does have some flaws with his smaller forearms. He doesn't have like beefier forearms. And his legs, if he don't stay on top of his legs, they can look a little small. So he needs to make sure he's flexing them right the whole time and putting on more size, which is difficult for legs. But Hottie's amazing. I don't care where he's from. Iranian, he's an Iranian. Phenomenal conditioning, almost every single competition he looks amazing in. I really wanted him to win. Andrew Jack, he beat Samson Dauda, the reigning Mr. Olympia. And I guess I could see it in some way. He had a little better conditioning. He has... Your eyes get drawn to Andrew Jack. But for me, almost in a weird kind of way, like he looks like overly something. Like he just has a weird pop to his body. I don't know. I'm not crazy about his physique as a whole. Like he has long limbs, and it takes a lot to fill out those long limbs. And like his forearms look 2 feet long and skinny as mine. Oh, my forearms might look better. But, and his back, it's kind of got the same problem that Samson's has. It looks okay maybe in the lat spread, but then not as much in the back double by. But it did look better this year. And his conditioning, I think, was maybe a little better as well. He actually had little striations on his glutes, which he don't normally have. So that's a tough call between Samson and Andrew. Andrew has that unfortunate problem of looking a little stringy because he's a little taller. And anyhow, but as upset or as sour as I kind of sound towards a couple of these guys and the outcome, listen, at the end of the day, they're doing more than I am, and they're living their dreams. And I don't want my dislike for them to overshadow that. They are putting in the work. They're doing what it takes, and I do, at the end of the day, wish them all well and happiness and success in life. But I still don't like Derek. Sorry, Derek. So, anyway, we talked about workouts, what's coming up this week, maybe. the Olympia. That's probably about all I got. So if I do any videos this week, if I decide not to work out and I just do kind of the things that we talked about, it'll definitely be short clips. And yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the channel. If not, well, there's a million other channels to go check out. The fitness genre is a tough one, and it's crowded. So get your kick somewhere. It don't have to be here, I guess. So if you do enjoy the channel, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to the Body Beatdown. That's me, Mike Oyer. Absolutely amazing host of this spectacular channel. And don't forget, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beatdown. See y'all later.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!